the video game myth Iceberg. Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be making a video on the video game myth Iceberg. This one was made by Reddit user Semidius. I hope I said that right. Anyway, let's get into the iceberg. Half-Life 3. Ah yes, Half-Life 3. Quite popular in the Half-Life community. Anyway, so many people have made memes on Half-Life 3. This is because the creators, Valve, have never released a third game. So, people make jokes about it. That's pretty much it. GTA 6. It's been 9 years since the last GTA game came out, so yeah, a lot of people are anticipating a new one. Now, it's been announced that there is a new GTA game coming out in 2023 to 2024. But, prior to the announcement, people have made fake games or fake announcements to try and fool people. So, yeah, technically this isn't a myth anymore since it has been announced. But yeah, new GTA game coming out in 2 years. Lavender Town. Lavender Town is a fictional town in the game Pokemon. Now, supposedly, in the theme song, that there's supposed to be some high-pitched tone that makes people go insane, but I don't think so. I've listened to the song a number of times, and so far, I'm fine, so yeah. Herobrine. So pretty much Herobrine is a version of Steve from the game Minecraft, except he has white eyes. Despite the fact that Mojang said that Herobrine does not exist, they still do put him in official art for the game. While I am pretty sure that no one talks about Herobrine anymore, it's still a cool topic to cover. Sonic.exe. According to the Creepypasta wiki, Sonic.exe is an eldritch entity taking the form of Sonic the Hedgehog that sends out haunted game discs featuring the creature killing the main Sonic characters, eventually leading him to rip out the soul of his victims and making them his slaves. Now, I know nothing about Sonic.exe, so I've seen some of the artwork, and it's pretty creepy, so yeah. Ben Drowned. Ben Drowned is some fictional character from the game Legend of Zelda. Now, I couldn't find a actual good story on him, so this is pretty much all I have to say about it. Bigfoot in GTA San Andreas. So pretty much there was an urban legend regarding the game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and that if you were to go into the woods you could find Bigfoot. Now, this game is almost 20 years old, and still no Bigfoot. So, yeah, this myth is busted. E.T. Atari video game burial. So, back in 1982, a game for the Atari based on the movie E.T. was released, and it was terrible. This is what it looked like. Keep in mind, this was 1982. If games like that were bad, it must have been really, really bad. Anyway, there's an entire burial site for all these games, and I'm pretty sure this is the only game that is actually worse than Fortnite. So yeah, that's it. Blitzchung controversy. So, back in 2019, Blizzard Entertainment punished a user by the name of Blitzchung for voicing his support for the 2019 to 2020 Hong Kong protests during an official streaming event. There was a lot of controversy around this stuff that I won't get into, at least. So, yeah, that's it. Petscop. Petscop is supposed to be a long-lost PlayStation 2 game. It was never on the PlayStation 2, but it's an ARG. It's a YouTube series. You can go watch it, and you follow the protagonist named Paul, and you gotta go documenting some stuff. some pretty creepy stuff, and that's about all I could find. Yeah. Hot coffee. Yep, no, I'm not getting into this. No, I'm not. You can go Google it yourself. I'm not getting into this. PT. I couldn't find much on this, but apparently PT is some sort of psychological horror game, and they're right. It's definitely psychologically horror. I looked at some of the images and it is scary as, man. L is real 2401. L is real is supposedly some sort of Easter egg in Super Mario 64. It involves Luigi and his absence from the game. Now, this has led to a lot of theories and fake cheat codes to get him in, but, it's a myth, so it's not real. Sonic and Tails in Melee. Melee was a 2001 crossover fighting game developed by HAL's Laboratory and published by Nintendo. Now, keep in mind I said crossover. There is a theory saying that Sonic and Tails were in the game, but nah, it's just an urban legend. It's not real. Polybus. Polybus is an urban legend regarding an old arcade game. It was owned by the government and was supposed to be a psychology experiment on what the game's effects was on the players. While there are some photos of Polybus, they are all faked and not real. Gigas. Now, I'm pretty sure I may be wrong on this one because Gigas is a real character in a Nintendo game. I can't find any sort of myth or urban legend on it, so if there's anything I don't know, just let me know. TLOU2 bought reviews. Okay, I couldn't find anything urban legend or myth related on The Last of Us Part 2 reviews. If there's something like some sort of review or something that's has some urban legend type crap, let me know. G-Man. I'm not sure what this entry on the iceberg is referring to. It could refer to the G-Man from Half-Life, but it can't because G-Man isn't a myth. It's real. He's in the game. So if there's another sort of G-Man that I don't know about, again, let me know. Crunch. I have no idea what this entry on the iceberg is referring to. Michael Jackson Sonic soundtrack. Now, I don't think this is a myth again. It says that it's been confirmed that Michael Jackson made the soundtrack for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So, yeah. Game Boy camera. Yeah, pretty simple. There was a Game Boy camera released as a pocket camera in Japan. It was back in 1998 though, so, the pictures weren't that good. But, yeah, I don't really see how this is an urban legend either. Mew 3. Mew 3 was a Pokemon that has only ever appeared once in the Pokemon franchise. Gamergate. I couldn't really find the best answer for this, but Gamergate is viewed as a right-wing backlash against progressivism. I don't think I said that right. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. There's more detailed answers, but I cannot find a good detail on what it is, so yeah. Leary Jenkins was fake. So apparently there was this World of Warcraft user named Ben Schwulitz who made and played Leary Jenkins. He came clean and confirmed that there was some sort of event and it was staged. What this event was? Well, a very iconic YouTube video. Waluigi game. Pretty simple. Waluigi hasn't gotten a game yet, which, honestly, I don't get. Why don't you just make a game out of him? He's really popular. Active Worlds. So, from what I could find, Active Worlds is a virtual world developed by Active Worlds Incorporated and is based in Newburyport, Massachusetts. And it was launched back in 1995 and to this day is still active. Which, wow. almost 20-year-old game is still active. NBA Jam Petrovich. There is an old urban legend saying that early NBA Jam arcade machines were haunted by the ghost of Drazen Petrovich, but, that's obviously fake. Akuma in RE2. From what I could find, Akuma being in Resident Evil 2 was some sort of April Fool's prank, but I may be wrong. Hong Kong 97. Hong Kong 97 is an unlicensed shoot-'em-up video game. It was produced by Happysoft, and what the story is that you are a super powerful relative of Bruce Lee, and you have to kill the entire population of China. And that is just the strangest thing I've ever read. Xbox 720. Now, back in the day, there was some stupid rumors about a brand new Xbox console coming out called Xbox 720. And, just take a look at some of the controller and console ideas that people came up with. Seriously, how did some people believe this? Demon Children of Goldshire. I couldn't find any sort of demon child related stuff, only normal children. So if anybody knows what this entry is referring to, let me know. Sad Satan. So pretty much there was this horror YouTuber, and one day some fan sent him a version of this game called Sad Satan. And eventually some people started claiming that they have the Sad Satan game and started posting it on websites. However, when you would download the game, you would get a virus. So yeah, it was really dangerous stuff, but eventually the creator did publish an official non-virus version of the game. So yeah, I don't recommend you try and download the game yourself, because you're either going to get a virus or something else. So yeah, that's what Sad Satan is. Super Mario Galaxy DS. Pretty simple. Super Mario Galaxy was ported to the Nintendo DS. I'm not sure why this is on an Urban Legends iceberg, and I'm not sure why it's this low on the iceberg, but maybe there's something I'm getting wrong, I don't know. Shenlong Street Fighter. Shenlong was a hoax in the Street Fighter community. People thought that he was a character, but it turned out it was created by Electronic Gaming Monthly as an April Fool's prank in 1982. So, that's a shame. Godzilla NES. Godzilla NES is a fan-made horror story or creepypasta written by Cosby Daff and was posted to the Bog Leech forums. So that's pretty much it to that one. Half-Life German censorship. The German version of Half-Life had some pretty strange censorships. For example, if you shoot allies, they don't die. Instead, they just lay on the floor and complain. Then there's the fact that all enemies don't seem to have blood. And then there's the strangest one of them all. All Marines are replaced with robots for some reason. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this was just to get the USK 16 rating in Germany. Pacey. Couldn't find anything on this either. I'm sure by now you know the drill. Microsoft Office 95 Hall of Tortured Souls. Now, there was an urban legend saying that if you clicked Control-Alt-Shift and then clicked the tech support button, it would bring you to the Hall of Tortured Souls, but that's just a rumor. Dope Fish. Dope Fish is a funny-looking image of a buck-toothed fish found in the Well of Wishes in Commander Keen, Goodbye Galaxy. It's kinda funny to look at, to be honest. The Berserk Curse. Couldn't find anything on this either. All Bounds and GoldenEye. I'm not sure what this entry on the iceberg is referring to. It could mean being out of bounds in the game GoldenEye, but then again it might not, so I'm not sure. Kek Croc. From what I could find, Kek Croc is a deformed crocodile, which is kinda strange, and supposedly it was a real game, but now it's just become a part of lost media. Kanye Quest 3030. From what I could find, Kanye Quest 3030 is an unofficial, unauthorized role-playing game made by game developer Phoenix. The player assumes the role of West as he accidentally falls into a wormhole in the year 2010. He ends up in the year 3030 Deltron, having since moved on to the next century where he has to deal with what the makers of the game describe as a dystopian city filled with clones of hip-hop musicians and under the control of a godlike dictator. It's a really strange game, and yeah, it's unauthorized as well, so it's illegal. Camdrone. Camdrone is an ARG game that began during 2013 when a mysterious, bloody computer appeared at a booth at PAX. The computer, which was Camdrome itself, featured a video of people being murdered by a man in a doll's mask. It's pretty creepy stuff. Kill Switch. Now, I couldn't find anything Kill Switch related in games, so if anyone knows what this is referring to, let me know. Mr. Mix. From what I could find, Mr. Mix is a creepypasta based on some sort of game, and so what you would have to do is that Mr. Mix would stir ingredients in the bowl by typing words before the game gets cursed and spooky stuff starts happening. Ooh! Yeah, I'm sure it's just another ARG. Yeah, yeah, Beavis 1. Yeah, yeah, Beavis 1 is a non-existent game that was mentioned in a 1989 mail order video game service. Play it again in an issue of Video Games and Computer Entertainment. Now, like I said, it doesn't exist. So where did Yeah, yeah, Beavis come from? I don't know. Magnasanti. So according to what I could find, Magnasanti is an urban simulation video game, SimCity 3000, to create and optimize his ideal city. Now this seems to be some sort of SimCity type stuff, so I'm not really going to get into it that much. But yeah, that's pretty much what Magnasanti is. Saddam Hussein uses PlayStation 2 to conquer the world. Okay, this is a pretty ridiculous theory, but this is what I could find. People think that Saddam Hussein used PlayStation 2s to conquer the world. People think this because he bought over 4,000 PS2s, which is a hell of a lot. But does that really mean that he actually wanted to conquer the world? I don't know. But it's a theory, so it's up to you. Mathras. According to the wiki, Mathras is the only species of a cheepy that is in the tier list of dragon tier. Now, I have no idea what any of those are, so if you guys know what this is, please let me know. And that was the video game myth Iceberg. Like I said in the video, it's possible that I got some stuff wrong and some stuff that I didn't know about. So if any of you know what some of those entries on the iceberg is referring to, let me know in the comments below. But anyway, that's gonna do it for the video. Have a nice day. You too.